Go back. Go and analyze Hitomi's blood. Her blood? If you don't, she's going to die. With that, the call hung up. There was intensity behind that made Osawa sure it wasn't just some prank call. Embarrassing Bodies looks exactly like this, but with full body stuff. I mean, yeah, the show wasn't called Embarrassing Bodies, yeah. The room is what is as you are short. God damn, thank you, Thunderbird, for the bits. She must be a fan of 50 Shades of Grey. It must be a British show thing, I guess. It is, yeah, it is. He had told me come in the lab as soon as possible. He told Hitomi he wanted a sample of her blood for an experiment. She agreed, suspecting nothing. Ooh, look at that blood. Ew. He placed some of the blood he'd drawn onto a glass slide and added some fluorescein and fluorescent dye. Placing the slide under a fluorescence microscope, he took a look. Okay, I'm done with the short jokes for today. It can't be. Osawa could barely believe his eyes. It's red! Oh, God! Wiggling under the microscope was the Grim Reaper's sickle itself. There was no mistaking it. Hitomi was infected with the UA virus. How the fuck? Trembling, Osawa hurried to his computer. He opened the UA virus folder on his monitor, within mirror images showing the stages of the virus's propagation. He double-clicked to magnify the first image. Holy fuck! The Reaper's sickles were interlocked with one another. He clicked on the next image. Look at that! It's like shoelaces! After further propagation, the UA virus looked like less of a sickle and more some sort of insectoid larva. Next was the final image. That shit looked like Ebola! Interlocked into a single mass, the UA virus vaguely resembled a sinister, many-petaled sunflower. I don't know about that, but whatever you see, buddy, whatever. It took a mere 12 hours for the pathogen to develop to this point and begin its hideous destruction of the human body. Hitomi's infection sample was still in the state shown in the first image. There was still a chance to save her. Osawa slumped back in his chair, huddling on himself. He had no choice. There was only one way to save Hitomi. He would have to administer the nearly completed antiviral. Well, Hitomi, holy shit! I could see why people wanted to shoot her. She has a deadly virus in her. Using the antiviral without official approval was a grievous violation of the company policy. Who cares? My daughter's life is on the line. Still, Osawa didn't have time to get the higher-ups to approve a clinical trial. He might be punished severely for this, but this was his only option. His daughter's life was at stake. But there was also another, even bigger hurdle in his way. The antiviral drug was stored in the deepest recesses of the biochemical research building. Damn, this game is proven to have a really deep story. Yeah! You wouldn't have guessed that from like the images and the way they promoted it. Like, yeah, they said bioterrorism, but they also produced a cat mascot. You would not have guessed this game was going to be actually really deep and serious with a cat mascot being advertised. The high-intensity X-ray scanner was set up at the entrance to the storage area. This made it impossible for him to take the research materials out. This game is all over the place for work for me. The thing with this game, yes, it's all over the place. But like every good story, everything comes together. They just don't randomly mention something and there's not a point to it. For example, the people in debt, Yanaka Shita, there's a point to him. He's a running character in Tama's storyline. And he seems to finish the storyline, but he continues to do stupid shit. And there's the broom guy that hanged himself in the beginning of Minorikawa's storyline. There's a point to him. There's a reason why he's there. There's a reason why Minorikawa is here. There's a reason why everything is happening. It's just not there to be there, you know? If he does call thousands of deaths, could we call him Osawa Bin Laden? Oh my god, Thunderbird. Feel free. Well, if he couldn't get the entire vial out of there, he'd just have to bring Hitomi in. It's very dark, gently, which I like. Lots of different plot threads all coming together. A course of action quickly took shape in his mind. First, he needed to slip out of the general research building. He would then head to the biochemical research facility and show his ID card to the guard at the front gate. Oh my, what the fuck? What is happening? Whoa, intense! 3D modeling, whoa! After passing through a lobby under the watchful gaze of several security cameras, he'd reach an elevator at the end of the hall that went directly to the storage section. This elevator required an ID scan to operate. I feel like I'm playing those training stages in Metal Gear. Whoa! Going down! Going down this 3D rectangle. Whoa, 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 okay. 3D modeling. I have a passion for 3D modeling. It would take about 20 seconds to get down to the first basement level and arrive at the entrance to the storage area. Do we honestly really need this explanation? Why are we riding the elevator of Cube? Excellent question, Eternal. Excellent question. Find an excuse to get Hitomi that far ought to be doable. But how are you going to get Hitomi inside? They're not going to question why you're bringing your daughter to work. If the security guard got suspicious, Osawa could say it was for a top secret hematology experiment, and the guard would probably believe him. The guard probably doesn't get paid enough for this shit, so I don't think he would ask anyway. The problem was what came after. After the many doors to the elevator open, I don't know why there are 3 doors to the elevator. It's bringing your daughter to work day. Oh, here's the pad they mentioned earlier. Getting to the storage area itself required finger authentication from both Osawa and Tanaka. This meant that he couldn't possibly get to the antiviral without Tanaka's cooperation. Desperate with uncertainty, Osawa called up Tanaka. This looks like the wireframe model of Google SketchUp. Google SketchUp's a thing? He frantically explained the situation. Understood, Tanaka replied. We need to get to her. We need to get her to this drug as soon as possible. If the company finds out about this, you'll be held accountable for violation of corporate policy along with me. Are you sure you're okay with that? What are you talking about? Hitomi's life is more important than the company policy. Something is definitely going on with Tanaka and Hitomi. Seriously. It's bring your daughter to work day. Ignore the deadly virus inside her. If you don't, I will spread it to you. Let me get to this antiviral agent now. Osawa felt an immense surge of gratitude for his assistant. And I have to say, I'm deeply moved by your determination, Tanaka added. Moved? Whatever for? I've played Poro. I know bringing your daughter to work day is not good. You really are worried about Hitomi. She's my fucking daughter. Why wouldn't I be? Osawa's gratitude faded. What are you talking about? Of course I am. My apologies. It's just that putting your career on the line for something so personal it's what? It's not like me? No. Well, yes. I'm sorry. Now Tanaka's voice is colored with embarrassment. Just what sort of person do you think I am? Osawa resisted the urge to ask the question out loud. Damn, Tanaka looking good in that suit, that doctor coat though. Or scientist coat. Doctor coat. A short time later, Osawa and Tanaka stood before the door to the secure storage area. The security guard had let them in without the slightest suspicion. Osawa pressed his index finger to the fingerprint scanner first. Accepted. He realized he'd been holding his breath as his authorization finally went through. Half a moment later, Tanaka touched his own finger to the scanner plate. Denied. Accepted. Imagine if it said denied. Fuck you, denied. The lock released an audible clang and the heavy door opened. Osawa hurried to retrieve the antiviral. As he picked up a small vial, he had sudden realization. Holy fuck. They were finally going to use the drug in a human test. It would be funny if they were denied. I know, right? Bad end. His fatherly wish to cure Hitomi was overlaid by an intense rush of curiosity. The researchers' drive to discover his results. A bad end just appears. The plane comes back. The CGI plane comes back and drops a bomb onto the facility. Hurry. I need to hurry. I need to administer the antiviral as soon as possible. Osawa could hardly fend off his excitement. Over the course of the next few hours following the injection, the UA virus would be eradicated from Hitomi's body. There have been some fever and cramping as temporary side effects. She should be used to both those things if she gets her period regularly, not gonna lie. But the DDS had done a spectacular job of stomping out the virus. Drug delivery system, also known as smart drug delivery. It turns out Tanaka's actually doppelganger who replaced the real Tanaka. Oh my god. Eternal with these theories. These crazy ass theories are actually pretty interesting. Osawa had proven the value of his research. If he had been asked which made him happier, he would have been hard pressed to give an answer. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it's nice that your antiviral agent works, but shouldn't you be more happy that your daughter's life is safe? Afterwards, he asked Hitomi where she could have become infected, but she had no idea. He explained that the need for secrecy and strictly forbade her telling anyone else what had happened. Yeah, Tanaka was replaced with a good person. Now a week had passed since Osawa gave the drug to Hitomi. He'd been conducting checks and had discovered that the DDS had not broken down, but remained in Hitomi's bloodstream. Extracting the DDS was a simple matter, requiring just a small blood sample from around the nape of her neck, like she's a titan. Just take her down from the nape of the neck! The DDS itself was simply the delivery system for the antiviral drug. Residue amounts of the antiviral itself stayed within the cells. So much science happening. Using the DDS, it was possible to extract those minuscule amounts from cells in a blood sample. It might take considerable time, but a sufficiently detailed analysis could allow for the antiviral drug itself to be reconstructed. Attack on Hitomi. Her ultimate weaknesses: getting a drug from the nape of her neck and a cockroach. Osawa felt a chill as he contemplated the situation. The kidnappers had known how tough security was at the lab. Yeah, and it was easy just getting to Hitomi, considering she's always roaming around in public. So they come up with the idea of using a human vessel to get what they needed from within. By infecting Hitomi with the UA virus, they ensured that she received the antiviral that she had in her blood. This music's so intense. This music gets really intense at sometimes the weirdest moments. Like, you think this is intense? Oh, honey, this game had tribal music and shit before. It gets really weird, but it's great nonetheless. If Tanaka was working with the kidnappers, that explained why he'd been so cooperative about the fingerprint scanner. Don't overdose on stomach pills. I don't know if you could actually die from too many stomach pills, or you just get a really bad stomach ache. I don't know what happens. Or you just throw it all up. I don't know. Damn it, Osawa shouted. Hey, yo, Hezzy, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's Eve. Or New Year's, I don't know where you live. I feel like I'm in the tank scene in Finding Nemo. Oh god, now suddenly the dentist's daughter just comes out. She's the true threat. Oh god. What happens? She's the source of the UA virus, that fucking dentist daughter chick. Technically, stomach pills would cause terrible ulcers in your stomach, only increasing stomach pain. Oh, that's terrible. Ugh, ulcers. Ugh. He clutched his head in his hands. Tanaka had been his partner and trusted confidant for years. Osawa refused to believe he'd been betrayed like this. Well, guess what? You did. Oh my god, it's Minorikawa. The front door chime sounded. Mr. Osawa, Kajiwara called out. It appears you have a visitor. Could you handle that? Minorikawa! Oh wait, I already did this. Fuck! No, we already did this. Right? Oh, here we go. Wait, no, did we do this already? Okay, because it didn't. What? I'm very confused. Well, it disappeared. The keep out disappeared. So suck my ass. You spotted and played that Red Osawa. Oh, maybe it's because oh, okay. I think this is new. Yeah, this is new. No, we did have a keep out, but because we changed Osawa's fate from saying the virus, the antiviral agent, to Hitomi, he's not actually getting arrested. Because remember, when we picked the antiviral agent, when we picked the virus answer as Kano, he has to get arrested. Maybe that's why Kajiwara was taking him away. Okay, the name nagged at him somehow. It'd been in the back of his mind ever since he'd seen it in the phone book back at the cafe. Just woke up from a nap. I'm almost done with the animation. I ain't going to sleep until I'm done. Oh yeah, the last time we saw was him getting arrested, yeah. He walked up to the game and pressed the button for the intercom. He pressed it multiple times, like an annoying Jehovah's Witness. Do you want to know the word of God? Minorikawa waited, but there was no response. He looked at his watch. It was 2:30 now. His interview with Shunitsuke Orai at the Wandering Angels was supposed to have started already. Still, he wanted to meet with the twins first if it was possible. But he decided to wait a little bit longer. A woman's voice came through the intercom. Who is it? It's Minorikawa. Where would I know you from, Mr. Minorikawa? Osawa was so sorry for being fooled by that Tanaka. Eternal, stop! That was too good. Yeah, don't stress yourself, though, Hezi. Like, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you pace yourself well, right? Oh, you know, here and there. I mean, there's only one Minorikawa, really. I don't have time for such nonsense. Please be on your way. I'm not going anywhere until I get an interview. Interview? Who are you with? The woman's tone had changed now. Maybe Minorikawa could simply talk his way through this. This is a piece for four-star general gossip. Ah, perfect. I have been wanting to talk to them. Was this one of Miss Minoriyama's winners? And perhaps it was the girl's mother, eager to boast about her daughter's achievements. I assume you're familiar with the defamation of character? Oh, the woman said, oh fuck. What are you talking about? Article 230 of the Penal Code of Japan defines it as any attack against a person's reputation or societal standing. It's a very serious crime. I know what it is, Minorikawa said. What's your point? He had a bad feeling about this. Why discuss libel laws right before an interview? Oh, I'm not letting you get away with telling me you've forgotten. I wonder if you'll remember once I bring up charges. Her tone was calm and level, but laced with malice. You're talking nonsense, lady. Are you the mother? I've got business with your daughters. Put one of them on the line. Nonsense! The woman's wrath radiated from the intercom. Google searches Minorikawa. The search reveals 20,230,203 results. It's your four-star general gossip that specializes in nonsense. Her voice was so loud that it was cracking. Detective, arrest this man. But it's not my fucking job right now. He's a criminal. Detective, huh? You don't really think I'd fall for that, do you, lady? Just who do you think I am? I'm Minoru Minorikawa. He crossed his arms. He struck a defiant pose. Like that's gonna do shit. Oh, they actually had detectives here. Then the front door opened up and several men came trotting out. Sir, one of the men said, we'd like to ask you a few questions. At the word sir, the man flashed his badge and Minorikawa turned to run on reflex. I'm out! He hadn't thought she'd actually send detectives after him. Just what the hell had Heaven Publishing done to her? Never mind, he'd need to get out of here. He couldn't afford to get arrested right now. Bruh. Oh, bruh! They all look, I'm sorry, this is gonna be a little racist, but they all look the same. How come they all have, like, the same hairstyle and glasses? Out with it! You abducted that girl, didn't you? No, I didn't. Detective, you keep asking me the same question over and over. And I'll keep on asking until you tell me the truth. Look, ask all you want, but I can't tell you what I don't know. Minorikawa more like, I'm waiting for the punchline. Well, he dropped, Minori Kanta, get the fuck out of here! Exactly. Then let's go back to the beginning, shall we? Oh, cut the crap. I don't have time for your games. As a matter of fact, you have plenty of time. I can assure you of that. The stubborn detective flashed him a grin. I can keep doing this for days if that's what it takes you to get you to confess. Oh, bad end. And so the interrogation went on for hours. In the end, once his innocence had been established, Minorikawa was finally released. He wrote a scathing indictment on his experience. The report shook up the system in a major way, but that's another story for another day. What the fuck do you mean? Another day? This feels bad, man. Fuck off. Wrongly accused. Yeah, we should answer the intercom instead, so we have to go back as Osawa and answer it. Okay, there appears you have a visitor. Could you handle that? Who could it possibly be now of all times? You deal with it. Osawa was in no state of mind to receive a guest. All right. With a sigh, Osawa dragged himself to his feet. Who the fuck is it? What? Why are you all just standing there? Get out of my way! Holy crap. He stumbled warily back to the living room, where the investigators were staring at the intercom monitor with concern. The intercom's hidden camera showed a man with an unsettling grin posed intimidatingly outside the front gate. Men in black. Oh god, ew. I didn't want to see his face this close up. Osawa didn't recognize him. Yes, who is it? He asked guardedly through the intercom. It's Minorikawa. They're just standing there. I know, right? How could they all see that small-ass monitor on the intercom? Where might I know you from, Mr. Minorikawa? Oh, you know, here and there. I mean, there's only really one Minorikawa, really. Well, according to Tom, that's wrong. There's like 20 million, search results for you. If we look you up on Google. Are you playing games with me? I don't have time for that. Please, just open up. There's no way I'm letting you in, Osawa said. But the nonsensical badgering continued. Look, just hold your horses. I'm here for an interview. You got that? An interview? That's right. It's a piece for 4-star general gossip. The name of the magazine brought up an unpleasant memory. He needs some face cream. I know, right? That was the gossip rag that had run the article about his political marriage. Wait. This is for one of those kinds of articles? What do you mean, those kinds of articles? I'm just looking for an interview. The man's tone was both high-handed and belligerent. Like hell you are. I'm not talking to anyone from the gossip. You're not the one I'm here to talk to. I want to interview your twin daughters. My daughters? I understand they won a shared prize for a beauty contest at Moriyama Academy. If you wouldn't mind my interviewing them, Furious, the Sawa cut off the intercom. There was no time to be indulging someone else's nonsense. Hey, what gives? The man was shouting so loud his voice carried past the gate and through the front door. His face does look oily. Yeah, he needs to take care of that skin. I'm begging out here on my hands and knees. He's pointing at the fucking thing now. Stop pointing. You're always pointing. He wasn't actually on his hands and knees. Osawa could see that clearly through the intercom monitor. If your daughters aren't home, can you at least tell me tell me I want to get in touch with them? Oh, tell them. Yeah, tell them. Mr. Osawa Kajwar said, frowning. This isn't a good time to have someone drawing attention to your home. All right, I'll get rid of him. Hello, sir. Stop doing the kappa of the Bob Ross mini. Osawa hurried out of the house, confronting Minorikawa through the front gate. Actually, we'll just wait. The journalist had the tenacious look that immediately marked him as a member of the media. Give me your business card, Osawa said. I'll have them get in touch with you later. He took Minorikawa's card, then went right back inside. Fuck it, threw it away. It's like, I don't want this shit. Back to his study, Osawa tossed Minorikawa's business card into the trash. Unable to think what else to do, he tried the internet fortune teller again. Oh, Aya Kiniki, tell me what to do. He got the same, you're a very work-minded person as a result as a second time. If you don't get over your indifference to the world might start to harbor quite a grudge. Don't piss off the world. My indifference to the world around me, huh? The truth was that even with his closest companions, even with Tanaka, for instance, his relationship had always been strictly a matter of business. Are you sure about that? You sure you're not getting any gay sex from him? Because that's the vibe I got. This game loves eyes, yeah, but Osawa pissed off the world. Stop staring at me. Please. Can't take it. He'd never really taken it upon himself to get to know Tanaka as a person. Is this arc with the guy who can't do a kitchen? Yes, Blondie, yes it is. This is the guy who can't work a kitchen. He doesn't even know how to work a microwave, which is scary. To know a scientist who developed an antiviral agent cannot work a microwave. And that was pretty much the case for everyone he knew. He harbored no interest in other people. He had no concern for his fellow man. That had made itself abundantly clear when he received a microscope as a birthday present way back in first grade. Even now, he still remembered the shock he felt when he first looked through that lens for the first time. He discovered a new, almost infinite world hidden in the midst of one he'd always thought was too small and staring into my soul. He got a microscope as a present? Yeah, it's probably one of those toy microscopes, though. How rich were his parents? I don't know. Oh, maybe he didn't get a toy microscope. I don't fucking know. I don't know with this game anymore. By comparison, the real world seemed bland and ugly. Wherever he looked, wherever he went, he had to contend with tedium. I'm surprised this guy had kids. I'm surprised, considering his outlook on the world. Thank you, Mel, for the host. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today? It hadn't taken long for him to become more charmed by the world under his microscope than the one around him. It was like a calm, quiet little seaside, a beach where he could just sit and stare out at the waves. He wanted to stay immersed in that world forever and ever. Before he knew it, he was an adult, and then a husband, and then a father. I don't know how any of that happened, but here we are. The people around him thought him an odd fellow, but he hadn't let that change the way he lived his life. I'm doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Happy to hear it. No wonder he wears glasses. Microscope lights hurt. Yeah, I heard. And this was the result. He hadn't been betrayed by Tanaka. He didn't know Tanaka well enough for that. I'm sorry that your gay lover betrayed you, though. Find a way to connect more deeply with the people around you and start living a better life before it's too late. You're 40 years old. It's actually kind of too late. Just do that and you're sure to have a wonderful future ahead. This guy's 40-something. It's already too late. He has no friends besides Tanaka. He's fucked. Osawa picked up his cell phone and dialed Tanaka's number. I had tried calling him repeatedly and hadn't gone through. Well, I'm his gay lover. I'll get through to him one way or another. It was doubtful that he'd pick up. Still, Osawa had to try. The phone rang several times. He listened grimly to the empty mechanical sound, preparing himself for disappointment. What is it? Tanaka's voice sounded coldly in Osawa's ear. The tension was electric. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Don't do this to me. No! Fuck you! Fuck you. That was a slow keep out, too. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's go back to Minorikawa, then. Look, just hold your horses. I'm here for the interview. You got that? An interview. He taken the bait. Most folks could hardly resist the word interview. No, a lot of people could resist that, actually. That's right. It's a piece from 4-Star General Gossip. Wait, this is for one of those kinds of articles? The man sounded angry now. What do you mean, those kinds of articles? I'm just looking for an interview. Like hell you are. I'm not talking to anyone from the Gossip. You're not the one I'm here to talk to. I want to interview your twin daughters. My daughters? No parent would deny their children a chance for word of their achievements to spread. To be fair, they're already pretty well known. I don't think they need the article to get even more popular. They already have a lot of star power for their age and for winning just a beauty contest at an academy. I understand they want a shared prize for a beauty contest at Midoriyama Academy. If you wouldn't mind interviewing them, then The intercom cut out before Minorikawa could finish. Hey, what gives? I'm begging out here on my hands and knees. He actually wasn't on his hands and knees, but whoever was on the other end couldn't see that. They could, though. There's a reason why there's a camera right there. If your daughters aren't home, can you at least tell them I want to get in touch with them? He wasn't even using the intercom now. He was just shouting over the gates. A man stepped out of the front door. Hey, Maria and Hitomi are already well known. I don't understand how the article can prove that. Exactly, Vivo. Exactly, that's what I was saying. Give me your business card, he said. I'll have them get in touch with you later. The man had a somewhat stricken look on his face. This had to be Kenji Osawa then. Wait, hold on. Osawa? Now Minorikawa recognized him. This was Kenji Osawa, the prominent virologist who worked for Okushi Pharmaceutical. 4-Star General Gossip had run a scandalous article on him in the past. Minorikawa remembered reading it. He held out his business card and Osawa snatched it from him. Osawa, Minorikawa, Tanaka told me, how the hell did they get the name Maria? I don't know, Eternal. That's the weirdest part. You have Kano, you have Minorikawa, you have Tama, who's also Maria, but then you have Achi, Hitomi, Osawa, and then Maria. Where the fuck did Maria come from? The virologist started to head back into his house. Please see that they get back to Mr. Osawa. Minorikawa shouted after him, and then he noticed something odd. It was the middle of the afternoon, but every window in the house had its curtains drawn. That, combined with Osawa's demeanor, set off alarm bells in Minorikawa's head. Maria's an American spy. I see plot holes. He knew he was onto something, but he couldn't linger at the Osawa residence any longer than he already had. He needed to get to that theater as soon as possible. He hurried back to the taxi and told Kimizuka to go. crazy taxi time. Breaking all the laws and running over all the people just to get a scoop. A few minutes later, the rear tires skidded sharply as the cab came to a stop beside a different curb. The trip from Shoto to a theater in Sakuragaoka had taken almost no time at all. Here we are, sir, Kimizuka announced. Wow, that was fast. Still, Minoru Kawa was at least 5 minutes behind schedule. He hoped he'd still be able to get the interview with Orai. Fuck you too. Oh, okay. I'm just getting tired with all these goddamn keep-outs. How are we supposed to progress now? We go back to Kano. So tell me, Anchi, Maria, is the same reaction I have to Sayori, Yumi, Natsuki, and Monika. Oh, never mind. It's Satomi. Osawa remained silent. Mr. Osawa, is everything alright? Bye, bitch. The line went dead. Oh, 2-minute call. Right in the dot. Guess that answers that well enough, Kano said as he put away his phone. Now it was clear why the criminals were after Hitomi. He saw an uneasy look on Stanley's face. Something on your mind? Kano asked. Stanley responded with a question of his own. If Hitomi was carrying the antiviral, how were the criminals planning on getting it from her? Kano thought for a moment. Well, taking her by force, the scramble posed too high a risk, he said. There are nearly 100 detectives there, and they must have guessed there would be. That's why they devised the attaché case relay. They wanted to abduct Hitomi somewhere away from the Dragnet's notice. Bye, bitch, fuck you too, said the phone line as it went dead. This message is unavailable in your current version of Twitch. In order to view this message, please update Twitch in the latest version of Twitch. /keepout. I love you, Eternal, please. Thank you so much. Don't stop. But this was the plan that all the signs seemed to suggest. But still, he added, I wonder how they managed to lead her away from police protection. Archie came by. It wasn't them, but Archie managed to lead her away from police protection. A look of revelation crossed Stanley's face. All they needed to do was convince her to go of her own accord. But how? And then it came to him. He thought back to Hitomi's initial contact with Tariq. That's fucking creepy. Just before he'd taken the attaché case from her, the two had a brief conversation. It was possible Al Kararan had given Hitomi some form of instructions then. Keep out should be the message Twitch has when it breaks down for now on. We gotta suggest that to them, guys. Well, I have to go because it's nearly 2 a.m. here and I need to sleep. Glad I made a stream though. Yeah, good night, Ambino. Happy New Year's, and thank you for coming. Thanks, bye. Creepy as fuck, exactly, Burrito. Exactly. Guess we're back to tracking down Al Quran again, huh? Kano could tell from the look in Stanley's eyes that he was on the verge of saying something. Probably some remark about how Tateno hadn't allowed Al Quran to run free. Right now, Kano wasn't going to argue the point. After this case was resolved, he discovered what Tateno's real motives were. And once he did, Stanley would eat his words. In the meantime, we can't just wander around looking without any leads, he said. Until we get more intel, let's see what we can do with the security cameras back at the precinct. My god. There's actually not a lot of displays. That's, yeah. Compared to like other movies and games where there were just displays everywhere and 100 people in one room looking at computer monitors, this isn't impressive at all. Numerous monitors shone down on the pair as they entered the Shibuya precinct surveillance room. Each showed an array of faces of individuals studied somewhere in Shibuya. Kano asked one of the operators to pull up Al Quran's data on screen. Ew, he's wearing a fucking turtleneck. Yeah, of course he shouldn't be trusted. By selecting each of the faces on the monitors in turn, they could run comparisons to determine if anyone among them was Al Quran. One by one, the operator made his way through the faces. Assuming their target was still in Shibuya, it was a high likelihood they'd find him. Look at fucking Stanley, he's so suspicious. He's so shady looking in the lack of light. But the minutes ticked by, and there was still no sign of him. Kano's tone grew more and more impatient as he directed the operator's search. He looks like he's tired of this shit. Honestly, Blondie. 0 out of 10 would meh again. Just calm down, Stanley said. List of complete fuck-ups. Sawa, Tanaka, Minorikawa. Hitomi, Achimura, and every other character in this game. He set a hand on Kano's shoulder. You keep wasting your energy when you don't need to. That's just how I do things, Kano replied. I'm energetic because I can. He pointed out another face to the operator. While you're settling yourself up for a short life. With a sigh, Stanley sank into a nearby chair. My brother was like you. The American spoke so quietly that his words were barely audible. Oh, here we go. Is this America or Japan? This is Japan, but there's an American agent here to help out with the case. 10 minutes later. There we go. A man clad in black appeared on one of the monitors. The operator lined up his cursor. The comparison check to confirm that it was Al-Quran. Yes, Kano hissed, pumping his fist. Hell yeah! It appeared that their query was simply walking around town calm and composed. He's just going shopping, you know, why not? Kano radioed in Al-Quran's location to Kuze. All units intercept the suspect on double, Kuze ordered. Kano will provide guidance using the surveillance monitors. What the fuck? How come I have to do that? They saw Al-Quran stop in front of a cigarette vending machine. Was he waiting for someone? Sasayama reporting. I've got my eyes on the mutt. Mutt, perpetrator, hook, to put someone in cuffs. Dipper, pickpocket, wants, outstanding warrants. Hang paper to write multiple citations. And other such traditional police jargon. Kano's partner had evidently been nearby. I'm making the arrest, he said. There was a note of courage in Sasayama's voice. He came into view on the monitor, walking casually. Oh my fucking god, he always looks like a homeless person. Why? Freaking why? At some point, he ditched his anime nerd costume for a street dancer getup. He just looks like a hobo. It didn't appear that Al-Quran had noticed him yet. Bit by bit, Sayama closed the distance. Not much further now. Kano's hand balled into a fist as he watched. And then something unexpected happened. Another man came running into view right in the middle of the monitor. Teru Toyama. Yep, still looking for his daughter. There was no sound, but they could see that the newcomer was shouting something. As Al-Quran turned to look at the man, Sasayama launched himself like a bullet from a gun. In an instant, detective and the perp were locked in a violent scuffle right then on the street. Fucking Toyama's always fucking somebody up, you know? Biggest towards Al-Quran is secretly the best police officer. It is a sting operation to capture Kano, who has multiple personality disorder. Holy shit. Kano swallowed a lump in his throat as he watched the struggle unfold. Earlier in the day, Al-Quran had done a number on Sasayama, but this time the detective had the upper hand. Damn, did he train since then? With all the pointing dudes in this, and another guy is yelling, yeah. He's always yelling, though, to be fair. He got a grip on Al-Quran's neck and kneed him repeatedly. Al-Quran tried desperately to bring Sasayama to the ground, but Sasayama braced himself and avoided the takedown. Then he shifted his stance and took Al-Quran to the pavement with a spectacular hip throw. Hell yeah, look at my dude go. Look at my hobo dude go. Yes, Kano clapped his hands together in excitement. Catching the perp in a scarf hold, Sasayama got out his handcuffs. A technique in judo. Stanley, we should head to the scene, Kano said. He looked away from the monitor for a mere moment, and when he looked back, Sasayama had released his hold and crumbled to the ground. What? What the fuck? Kano stared at the image of his friend. Tomorrow's Mania, thank you for following. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh my god! He stabbed him! Oh my god, no! No! There was something jutting up from Sasayama's abdomen. Zoom in, enhance! We don't need enhance that shit. We don't need enhance. Well, looks like Al-Quran just made a steak very red. No! Holy fuck. Zoom in, Kano cried frantically. The camera closed in on Sasayama. That's a knife, dude. You did not need to zoom in on that. Now Kano could see exactly what he feared. Sasayama had been stabbed in the gut, blood pooled on the pavement around him. Kano screamed, Sasayama! No! You're supposed to celebrate your girl's birthday! Fuck. Oh, we gotta deliver the bad news to his girlfriend. Fuck. The camera showed several other detectives arriving at the scene, capturing Al-Quran before he could escape, but Sasayama lay motionless. The pool of blood around him spread further and further across the pavement. Unable to look away any longer, Kano rushed from the surveillance room. Is nobody going to help him? the whole just leaving him to, like, bleed out. To be continued? What the fuck? What the? Wait, Nani? Do I just jump from here? Oh, fuck, okay. Oh, thank God. Maybe he faked his death. I don't know. I don't know, Katie. I don't know. How could he Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Minoru-kan got his wallet out of his jacket to pay the driver. Oh, no, Kimizuka said, waving a hand. Don't worry about the fare. Why not? There's still plenty left over from what you paid me earlier, sir. That's what I meant by special fare. That's right. He paid Kimizuka a whole 10,000 yen for taking him to Endo Electronics earlier. But I mean, I'm not the sort of person to keep change, as it were. Kimizuka said, and Minoru felt a surge of pride at those words. You're my kind of guy, Mr. Kimizuka. A man on the job can always count on Hachiro Kimizuka's taxi. The driver grinned. Now go on, go. Thank you. I have a feeling we'll meet again. Why is the cab driver the best person? Give him 5 stars, please. But as Minoru entered the theater lobby, he saw a bunch of flower bouquets. Patrons' gifts of appreciation. Among the names of the senders were celebrities he recognized. I don't fucking know those people. Evidently, the Wandering Angels were a pretty popular acting trope. People were setting out pamphlets and flyers out on a nearby table. Give him 5 stars on Uber. Monsieur Capu with the Fortnite bush. What's up, my dude? I thought that was like an angry bush or something. I forgot what I called that thing earlier. There was a palpable tension in the air. The crew seemed skittish as they went about their work. He's late, someone shouted all of a sudden. It was a man over in one of the corners of the lobby, railing angrily and nobody in particular. Why the hell hasn't that journalist shown up yet for the interview? Looks like he'd been waiting on Minoru then. Hello? Oh, I feel like I shouldn't have fucked with you with that jacket on. What a weird looking jacket. I don't know how to feel about that jacket. What's his deal pulling this while we're this busy? Oh, he looks like an asshole. Guess that's Shinosuke Orai. I've been busy myself, Minoru said, keeping his composure. I want it. He mad. Trust me, I know how it goes. Huh? Who the hell are you? I'm the guy you've been waiting for, Mr. Orai. What? You're gonna make fun of him now when he's this pissed at you? Man glared at him. It's Orai, he said. Anyway, Minoru sorry to keep you waiting. His clothes are all bird themed. It's a pun. Well, I hope you appreciate how valuable my time is now that you're taking it, he snapped Orai. Wow, someone sure has a high opinion of himself, Minoru replied. He marched up to Orai. Damn right I do. I'm Shinosuke Orai. The leader man got right up in Minoru's face, like anyone even cares. A jolt of tension sparked between the two men. Oh my god, around this time there's a similar jolt of tension between 2 other people. Kenji Osawa and Tanaka. We gotta go see what's going on with them though, to be fair. I kinda wanna see what's going on. Phone rang several times. He listened grimly to the mechanical sound, preparing himself for disappointment. What is it? Tanaka's voice sounded coldly in Osawa's ear. Here we go. The tension was electric. Osawa felt a surge of outrage. He wanted to scream. But he took a deep breath and managed to maintain control. Tanaka, where are you? Is Maria all right? Tanaka did not reply. The police told me. They said you were connected to the kidnapping. A soft chuckle came from the other end of the line. Ah, well, the police sure do know how to do their jobs. Tanaka's tone was unapologetic. He sounded nothing like the man Osawa thought he knew so well. Hey, hello, wrestling friend. Hello, Phoenix. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Why would you do this? Money? Are you having money troubles? Money, Tanaka replied. I suppose that's part of it. Honestly, I doubt you understand. Do you have any idea what it's been like for me doing our research together? You're always the one who takes center stage. The fruits of our success are all yours, even though you couldn't have done any of it without me. The more he said, the more vitriol seeped into his words. Osawa's hand trembled as he clutched the phone. Been better. I had a good work day until I said a thing that fucked it all up. Oh, what happened? What happened? The taker can never understand how it feels to be taken from. You've hoarded so many things to yourself. So I'm taking some of them back, including your daughter. Bitch! And with that, he hung up. Hey, Tanaka! He didn't pick it back up. Shit. Osawa dialed the number again, but Tanaka didn't pick up. Well, fuck. Osawa racked his brain, thinking back on how Tanaka had been acting earlier. Do you have event channel? Yes, we do have event channel. It is called #BlameDavidCage on Discord. It's great. Have there been anything unusual? Any clue at all, no matter how small? If you could find some hint, maybe he'd be able to find Maria and Hitomi. That was it. I had been suspicious of Tanaka all along, so much so that she planted a bug on him and hid it in a tie chip. Clip, not chip. At least that's so funny. And yep, it's Blame David Cage, you know. Her suspicions must have been pretty strong. Wait, Sawa recalled what Kajiwara has said. But still, if she is that worried, giving a tie clip as a gift is a bit... Blame David Cage even for this situation. No, we always have to blame David Cage. Always. The words had struck Osawa as odd when he first heard them. I had never given him a tie clip. His heart gave a heavy throb in his chest. It couldn't be. No. It was impossible. That article from 4-star General Gossip crept back into his mind. The article had talked about a man I had dated before she married Osawa. The man's identity was never revealed. Could it have been Tanaka? Oh my fucking god. There's something in my mouth. What the fuck is it? What is this? Oh, you know what you are. Get out of my mouth. Damn. You've hoarded so many things to yourself, so I'm taking some of them back. Hey, I didn't want the bitch. She was just given to me. I didn't want her. Tanaka's cold words took on a new depth of meaning. Osawa felt the foundation of his life begin to crumble. Were Tanaka and I accomplices in all this? Yo, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. No, wait. Just calm down. He couldn't let himself jump to conclusions. He needed to be more level-headed. Everything depended on it. If the two really were accomplices, why would I have planted a bug on Tanaka? What purpose would that serve? What could it mean? It was no use. Osawa couldn't think of how that made sense. First things first, he needed to establish what the relationship between I and Tanaka really was. Once he figured that out, he'd be able to get a better handle on the situation. Still more shit in my mouth? No, okay, I'm good. Obviously, he couldn't just go and ask I direct. No. What is this? I don't even know what that is. Get out of my mouth. Yeah. If she really were involved in all this, she certainly wouldn't tell him the truth. Oh, God. Osawa thought back to the business card he tossed into the trash. He didn't relish the thought of getting help from that scavenging hyena, but now was no time to be picky. If he was able to leave the house, he needed someone else to do the investigating for him. Freelance writer Minoru Minokara. He was Osawa's only hope. Holy fuck, I can't believe it. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Oh, guys, this is great. This is great. Back to Minorikawa, then. I beg your pardon, a woman interrupted, but Mr. Arai does have a schedule to keep. And who are you, Miss Tsukuzawa? I'm the producer? Well, listen, Sue, I'm in the middle of an interview here. Sir, please stop pointing at me. I don't know if that finger's been. Please don't interrupt. What? That's how you conduct an interview? That's right, this is how I roll. I pointed everything and everyone. Look, whatever, Arai growled. Let's just do this already. Fine by me. More pointing. The two men sat down at opposite ends of a table in the lobby. But Tsukuzawa spoke up again. Mr. Wright, don't forget the meeting you have after this. Yeah, handle that, would you? This isn't Phoenix Wright. Oh, we need to get back into playing that Phoenix Wright game. Fuck. Minoru Kao let a derisive snort. It's like you're holding court, he said. Do people actually hang around you with that kind of attitude? You have no right to judge my acting trope. Minoru Kao straightened up in his chair, a mocking smile on his lips. Oh, so it's your acting trope, huh? Objection! Why not just play all the roles yourself? Heck, you could even be your own audience. How dare you? Orai rose to his feet and made to leave, but Tsukuzawa herded him back down to his chair. Minoru Kao continued as if he hadn't heard anything. Just what is that you do anyway? He asked. Orai raised an incredulous eyebrow. You don't know? No, why should I? You came to an interview without knowing anything about who you're interviewing? Yep. Are you fucking kidding me? That's it, get out! Orai roared and pointed angrily toward the exit. How dare an unmanaged clod like you come in here and waste my time? Hey, who's being unmanaged now? I came all the way out here to hear your story, didn't I? Why don't you get out? Minoru Kao pointed at the exit as well. Why the hell should I have to leave? Orai demanded. This is my house. Look, just get out. What the fuck? No pointing at me now. They're pointing at us. People in chat. This time both yelled and pointed toward the exit in unison. Tsukuzawa quickly interposed herself between them, voicing a smile. Gentlemen, please calm down, she said. Then she turned to Minoru Kawa. You should be aware that Mr. I used to be a broadcast writer. He's responsible for a lot of big hits. What the fuck's that pointing, you dweebs? You don't need to mention that, Orai grumbled. Nonetheless, Tsukuzawa rattled off the names of several shows. Minoru Kawa did indeed recognize many of them. Well, did he really say, you fucking kidding me? No, he didn't. He murmured. So how come you're running a failing theater now? Failing? Orai went red in the face. I'm not wrong, am I? You are absolutely the rudest person I have ever met. Why would a rank amateur like yourself know about theater? Orai's face went dark with rage, but Minoru Kawa didn't back down. Listen, this has nothing to do with how well your theater is or isn't doing, he snapped. The television world wouldn't accept you, so in order to retain your pride as an entertainer, you started doing theater. Isn't that so? Don't act like you know anything. I've staked my entire life on the theater. It seemed as if Orai might throw a punch at any moment. Sure, city theater might seem small time compared to TV, but you get a lot of more response from it. Response? Oh, now that sounds interesting. Hi, anime lover. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Darn right, Orai exclaimed. You can see it from up on stage. The audience, you can see their faces. There was a passion in Orai's voice now. You can really feel it. I'm really feeling it. When the audience is enjoying themselves, you can feel that energy. Ooh, let's do ooh in chat, guys. Ooh. Thinking back on it now, my time spent working on TV. Oh, you can't get that from doing television. Thinking back on it now, my time spent working on TV. Let's see, what's a good analogy? It's like being handed a towel if that's already damp. No, that's not right. Okay, so a better analogy would be, and without further preamble, Orai began talking about his tribulations back in his broadcast writer days. What's this? What about ooh? Oohing? Just ooh train, why not? Spen started it. Minoru Kawa smiled inwardly. How you doing, anime lover? Hope you're doing well. As I said earlier, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. The interview ended promptly after 15 minutes, the time that had been promised. Ooh, hi. Both men emerged from it as if from a daze. Ooh, Rocky, ooh. Minoru Kawa found himself staring Orai in the face, shaking him by the hand. I'm good, Ulu. I'm glad you're doing good. Yay! Your name has got me interested, though, anime lover. What is your favorite anime, actually? Or do you have, tons of different favorite animes? In your war? That's a gang. Rocky, you evolved in an Ulu gang? So what kind of story did I just get? He asked, speaking half to himself. You heard about one man in his life. And I have to admit, it was a good interview. Thanks, you have my gratitude. With a satisfied smile, Minoru Kawa closed his notebook. Right, glad to hear that then. Wait, what did I start? You started a ooh train. Orion inclined his head, looking a bit bewildered. A flustered, Sukuzawa interrupted. Minorikawa, wasn't this interview for a piece about the performance? Huh? Minorikawa blinked. It was just that you were only asking about Mr. Orion, not about the performance itself, Sukuzawa said. Bitch, I don't care. Oh, I see what you mean. Is that Freddie Wong? Oh my god. Actually, I came here for a piece I'm going to be writing called Where Are They Now? Washed Up Broadcast Writers Showcase. I washed up? Orion was red in the face all over again. Oh god, you bastard, how dare you? Forget everything I just told you. I do not give you any permission to use it in your magazine. You're too late. What? I've already heard your whole story. You should be grateful that I'll be writing a piece on it. You bastard. With a wild look in his eyes, Orion snatched up a hammer the stage crew had left nearby. Oh, fuck! Go ahead, hit me. Oh, I'll hit you, alright? Orion waved the hammer menacingly. Oh, I got a phone call. Hold on. Give me a minute. Hello? But the attack came to a sudden halt as the ringtone startled him out of his fury. Stop! It's hammer time. Sailor Moon. It's old, but a classic. I haven't seen the original Sailor Moon. Hold on a moment, Minorikawa said brightly. I have to take this. He whipped out his cell phone. Hello, Minorikawa speaking. This is Osawa. Wow, he called back a lot sooner than Minorikawa had expected. Have your daughters come home then? No. Actually, there's a favor I'd like to ask you. A favor? Minorikawa thought back to his visit to the Osawa residence. The drawn curtains, the stricken look on Osawa's face. Minorikawa's instincts had sensed something significant going on. Apparently getting the full story wasn't going to come without some cost. A favor, huh? Is it something urgent? I'll pay whatever I have to. I just need you to look into something as quickly as possible. You're about to be attacked. This shouldn't be working, but it is. I tried to see Sailor Moon Crystal, but that didn't work out. His voice had the telltale desperation of a man who'd been backed into a corner. All right, Minorikawa said, I can help you out for a little while. Talk to the hand. Osawa hurriedly explained what he was after. The request was a strange one. He wanted Minorikawa to look into a scandalous article that four-star general gossip had run about him in the past. What makes this so important? Do I have to say? I mean, you're asking me to look into something without explaining anything. He eyed Ori, lurking nearby with obvious irritation, and a hammer. Minorikawa would need to calm down the erstwhile broadcast writer, or else his interview really would be for naught. He decided to bluff both men at the same time. Let me just say one thing, he said into the phone. He made sure he spoke out loud and clear that so that Ori would overhear. I want to tell the world the story. No, I need to tell it. If I don't feel that way about something, no amount of money in the world will get me to write an article on it. This is an interview? It's an interview that's gone horribly wrong. As my pride as a writer at work. Minorikawa could see Ori's aura of rage fading as he listened. The theater man looked at him. Phew! Meanwhile, Osawa had decided to open up a bit. All right, he said. I can't share all the details, but... Okay, he's in a talkative mood now. Chrissy loves Krispy Kreme because Krispy Kreme. Yes, I actually never had Krispy Kreme. I kind of want Krispy Kreme. My friends always talk about it. It's like, man, Krispy Kreme donuts are delicious. I'm like, I never had any. Bullet dodge, so what'd I miss? Well, Minorikawa's about to get hit by a hammer until Osawa called him. Yo, Rocky, if you ever come, well, you're in Hawaii, so I'm like, if you ever come to America, but you already are in America, if you ever come up to a place that has Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm there, yo, bro, we about to get some Krispy Kreme donuts. Are they good? Good job, Minorikawa. See, this is going fine. The power balance of the entire world might be at stake here, Osawa continued. I mean that quite literally. I can tell you more after you're done investigating. Wait, was he serious? Hey, Miss June, how are you doing? Krispy Kreme, but qui do not. Again, that shouldn't have worked. You want to go to Krispy Kreme, baby? Sure, why not, Hawk? Is there a Krispy Kreme in New Jersey? Doing all right. I'm glad you're doing all right. How could the world's balance of power hinge on looking into some alleged marital affair? It was so absurd that Minorikawa had to fight the urge to burst out laughing. Ooh, I'll find one for you. Thank you. A person would need to be out of his mind to believe a story like that. But Minorikawa wasn't the average person, and sometimes the truth was so ridiculous it was really was stranger than fiction. Osawa wasn't lying. Connecticut. Connecticut. Yo, I hate fucking Connecticut. Can we actually cut Connecticut? Just cut Connecticut. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know what you're saying anymore, Rocky. Connecticut's. I hate Connecticut though. I do not like Connecticut. I just want to get out of here again. Just like 15 more days to like get back to Boston. Osawa wasn't lying. Norikawa's instinct told him that much. Alright, he said. I'll check at the editing department's notes from back then. You just moved to Rhode Island. Nothing happened to Rhode Island either. It's a whole new world out there. A whole new world. Can't fucking sing. Things were really getting interesting. For the moment, he nearly forgot Toyama and his troubles. A whole new... I can't... I'm just gonna stop trying. What? Who knew that a bagel and a bit of music can wake me up so quickly? What kind of bagel, though? Whoa! Anime lover, thank you for following! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. When he ended the call, Ori approached him and extended his hand again. Listen, your methods might be a little extreme, but I can tell you that you take pride in your work. Poppy seed? Ooh. I'm gonna move to Waco, Texas. Heard it's such a clean, rich city. Gold flows like rivers over there, baby. Oh, no. Of course I do. You're welcome, Ulu. I'm sorry for getting so worked up. I bet you write a fine article about me. So how's the bioterrorism hunt going? Well, it's escalated a lot. Tanaka's in on it. Hitomi has the antiviral agent, and if the terrorists can get to her, they get the UA virus from her because the antiviral agent hasn't like completely like broken down yet. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Japan's gonna be fucked. I think that's something along those lines. So please, Mr. Minorikawa, let the world know about me and my half-lived life. Be okay. Minorikawa took the offered hand and shook it. Oh, to know. Yeah, it's a lot. Leave it to me. Once I'm done with you won't be just some washed-up nobody anymore, Mr. Ori. It's Ori. Minorikawa grinned. Oh, boy. Oh, did he get that bag from Target? Minorikawa rushed out of the theater. He'd completed all the interviews that he could get done before 4 o'clock. Moving to Rhode Island, it's a place where new adventures await. It's a whole new experience out there. I just gotta make it. Oh, no. Now he had an hour left to write it all up to convince the folks from the loan company that gossip could stay afloat. Reg! He let a roar, psyching himself up for the final push. Oh boy. Don't give us a to be continued. What? Yo, what about Kano? What the fuck? A whole new world. I can't. Fuck. I could get a try. I'm gonna do so bad at karaoke night. I already warned people I'm gonna do bad that night. But Kano? Oh! We finished Kano's. Me and my friend meme about shitty places to live and make them sound like there's some major city like Chicago or New York.